What up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'm going to go in, fam, but first I'm going to let a few hundred of y'all come in. And I am going to give some shots out to the early birds in the meantime. What's up, Matt? Will Watts, what it do? T Dirty. Charlotte, North Carolina in the building. Sean Pearson, Frankfurt, Germany. What's up? What's up, Germany? What's up, Sean? Who is that? Sierra Scott. Hello, Sierra. Reginald Boyd, 918 in the building. Ursula Wright. You can say what you want. Just spell my name right. Telly Fifth Ward, 1%. What it do? Ernest Walker. David Frazier. Mrs. Cherry. What it do? North Carolina, Jamie Huntley. Hey, fam, I'm going in. I'm going to go in. Let me put this pic up right quick of Kim Jong-Un and Joe Biden, your president. There they are. These are the guys who have been having a peeing contest. Two men with enormous amount of power who have been playing a game of deadly words, talking about what they gonna do. But they ain't gonna do nothing but direct you and yours to go fight a war and get killed and get your legs, get your extremities blown straight off your body. They not gonna do nothing. They're gonna be safe in some type of compound or one of these bunkers that they've been building lately for the rich, the elite. Their children are gonna be safe. But you're gonna be left running for your life. Your children are gonna be left running for their lives. So now we got Kim Jong-Un, who has instructed his military to amp up their war efforts in preparation of the United States because of some actions that the United States have taken recently. This guy is incorrigible. He instructed his country's military to expedite war preparations in response to unprecedented activities from the United States. At a Wednesday meeting with the country's ruling party, Kim Jong-un discussed policy initiatives for the coming year. Kim said that he would expand its strategic collaboration with anti-imperialist independent countries, according to Reuters. Well, Reuters, I said Reuters. Anyway, the country has reportedly expanded ties with Russia and others, while the United States has been accusing them and their leaders of supplying military equipment to Moscow to add with the war in Ukraine. I said to add to aid with the war in Ukraine. After inspecting the defense posture in eastern country of, what is it, Yeoching, South Korea President Yoon Suk Yeol, wow, warned of quick retribution if North Korea stirs action. I urge you to immediately and firmly crush the enemy's will for provocation on the spot, he said to his troops. Why are these guys, why do they want to fight so bad? Why do they want a war? Well, family, you know, war is big money. Right now, you got propaganda coming from both sides. And within the context of that propaganda, there is some truths. But the propaganda is doing what propaganda do. Create confusion. Create doubts in the minds of the people with a well-spun web of lies, all to enrich the elite, get the land, get the resources, get to the money. And hey, man, if a few 100,000 people got to die, get their heads blown off, get their shoulders blown off, get their ass cracks separated, so what? So what? We have to maintain a certain lifestyle, a certain standard of living. Show me one video of any of these dudes throwing one punch. Oh, all of them talk a good game, but ain't none of, you put any one of them in a prison cell and let them out on that yard and they'll be like a little pocket dog getting attacked by a Rottweiler. They wouldn't survive 5 minutes, let alone 5 days or 5 months or 5 years. But they got that power. They got that military. And that's how they control the people. If the people ever collectively just rose and said, you know what, I don't care what happens. I know a few of us going to get our heads knocked off, but it's worth it to get rid of you. And let me tell you trumpets something right now. I know y'all in the chat, all you trumpeteers, all you Donald Trump drawers, suckers. Y'all don't like when I say that. You Donald Trump draws, sniffers. Yeah, it's a bunch of them in the chat. I know you out there. I see you. Yeah, think I can't see you. I see you. Draws sniffers. If Trump was in office, the same thing would be going on. It's an agenda that has to be met no matter who's in office. These seats wield the same amount of power. Whether there's a Democrat sitting in this political seat or a Republican, they're all part of the same big party, the same gang. And you ain't in it. They all kick it together. They party together. They worship together. They have sex together. They procreate together. They talk on the phone and all this stuff. You know how it go, fam. They plot and plan and they stuff their pockets together. And they play good cop, bad cop the entire time. All while subjugating the people. I need to see one of these dudes throw a punch and knock somebody out, win a fight. Like, I ain't talking about beat on somebody that's easy. I mean, but damn, any kind of squabble would do for me right now, at least. Anything. Let me just see any type of aggression. All they got is that mouth, just like Trump, that mouth. Instructing people who gonna really do something or who really might do something to go out there and risk their lives and throw it away for so-called country, throw it away for their movement, throw their life away, remove themselves from their families at the behest of their rudimentary rhetoric. Let me tell you something, fam. Like many of you who are watching this program, I'm from the hood. And to take it a step further, I'm from the streets. And I never asked any of my hitters to do something that I was not willing to do myself. I never asked them to do anything for me that I wouldn't be willing to do or had already done myself. They not cut like that. They're not cut like that. They gonna tell you to go out there and risk your life. They're gonna tell you to go out there and risk your freedom. They're gonna tell you to go out there in the name of country and getting a Medal of Honor to get your kidneys blown out. To get your eye knocked out of the socket. Get your back blowed out by a bomb. They ain't gonna throw one punch. I can't rock with those type of guys. I don't mind getting down, but I'm gonna get down with somebody who will get down for me too. I'll get down, but I gotta know you gonna get down for me too. They're not built like that. These dudes come from privileged family. All of them part of the oligarchy. All of them. They all run in the same circles. When the TV come on and the radio come on, they hop on these streaming services, they putting on an act like they mad at each other. The only reason they mad at each other is because one got more votes or one got a deal that they didn't get. They got a deal that they wanted. They the same. Going to the comments. David White, what up? Corey George, Baton Rouge is in the building. Cleveland, Mississippi, Willie James Lindsay. Boy. Hey man, you almost knocked it out the park. You got that was a triple though, Willie James. That's a triple. Jonasy, what's up, Jonasy? Thurman Jr., Jarrett Rivers, Chicago checking in. Brenda Miller checking in. What's up, Brenda? What's up, Brian? That's what we used to call my aunt, Brian. Brenda K. Patterson. Who is that? Sergeant KLR, what up? And Louisville, Kentucky checking in. Camden, New Jersey. What it do? Fred Jenkins. Soul One, Mississippi. Missouri here. Rick Timms. Rick Timms, the third Sunnyside, Texas, checking in. What up? What up, Sunnyside? Bin Laden's chopper. Where you been, Bin Laden's chopper? I ain't seen you in a minute. Mark Scott, 49er, North California in the building, Northern California. Baltimore checking in. Obadiah. I can't get that one. Winfred Rose. What's up, Win? Boy, wake up with the wind. How many people can say that? Wake up with a win. Jermaine Jamerson. Seattle in the building, 206. All right, fam. So Kim Jong-Un, the leader of North Korea, is trying to set it off. Well, at least, you know, that dude right there, that dude is the type of cat who is not afraid. I ain't mad at him. If I ran a country, I wouldn't be scared of these big countries either. Especially if I got a nuke, got me a couple of nukes, I wouldn't be scared. They wouldn't make me tuck my tail. I'd be like, hey, man, yeah, y'all might get us. We know y'all can't stand no losses. We know America can't stand no real losses. I'm talking about real losses. They can't stand that. So just the idea that that dude over there ready to go and risk it all for whatever their beliefs are. I mean, how many people are like that? How many people you know that would go up against a giant like America? I mean, a giant in any industry, in any walk of life. How many people you know that will stand up against a giant, stand firm, and not tuck their tail? That's admirable to me, fam. I'm telling you, that's admirable to me. America ain't gonna touch North Korea. I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all ready for this? Here's the number one reason they ain't gonna touch North Korea. They're not gonna touch North Korea because if they do, Big Brother China is on the way. And it ain't gonna be pretty. If Big Brother China strike, it ain't gonna be pretty. Life as you know it is going to cease to exist. That's what it looks like. See, it's easy to go over there to Afghanistan and wipe them off the map. It's easy to go over there, and they still fighting. They still won't lay down. Iran, Iraq, they won't lay down. They still be coming back. They just don't know. They don't know how to. They don't know quit. They don't know quit. They're like, yeah, okay, y'all might kill us, but we go. If y'all get 1,000 of us and we get one of y'all, we know that's enough to make y'all hesitate. They operate under the premise of clap one, the rest gonna scatter. All these Secret Service people, they ain't gonna do nothing. When it come down to it, there's only one Secret Service guy who really risked his life, and that's the dude who jumped in front of the bullet for Reagan All the rest of them ran, ducked and hid, and ducked and hid, all of them. They ain't want that smoke. It's easy to play the tough guy when it ain't no real threat. It's easy. But when it come down for real, they gonna duck and dive, get out the way. That's why all these dudes running around here, I'm talking about these rappers right now. These rappers that's running around here, and some of these street dudes running around here with all them bodyguards and all that stuff, that don't mean nothing. Because one of the most difficult things in the world to stop is a determined mind. And if a person got a determined mind and they want to get that person, if you stand in the way, they're going to get you too. But you ain't going to stand in the way once it start going down, you're going to get out of the way. That's what all of them do. Biggie had a bunch of so-called bodyguards with him the night he got killed. Pac had so-called bodyguards with him the night he got killed. Had dudes all around and still got killed. Ain't nobody bust no shot. If they did, they didn't hit nothing. So all that stuff don't mean nothing. When you're dealing with a determined mind, it don't matter if you're the big bad police. When you're dealing with a determined mind, it don't matter if you're the United States. We so arrogant over here, we can't believe a little old country like North Korea would challenge us. Well, you know what, man? I'm tired of looking at him. Let's just wipe him off the map. Yeah. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. What's up, Tony G? If America could do something about North Korea, they would have been done it. If Iraq and Afghanistan and Iran had done a molecule of the things that North Korea has done and the threats that they've made, America would have been what went in and handled them. They ain't gonna mess with North Korea, man, because it's gonna be on for real. North Korea do what they want to do in their country. They ain't worried about what everybody else talking about, threats they talking about, sanctions and this and that. They do what they do. They got some strict laws, though. Ooh, them laws are strict. Strict laws. I saw a video just this morning where this woman was explaining that every household in North Korea has to have a picture of Kim Jong-Un on the wall in their house. Let me show you a picture of this dude. Let me pull this picture up. Look at this dude. Everybody got to have a picture of him in their house. You got to hang a picture in your house. And if you don't, you can be executed. If you hang the picture and the picture it gets dusty, and the inspector come by, and they come by at random times. The woman said they come through in the middle of the night and all kinds of stuff. They'll come at 3 in the morning. And if that picture got dust on it, they will execute you. This is according to a woman who lives in North Korea, or who lived in North Korea. Every household got to have a picture of this guy. And if your house burns, the first thing you have to save is the picture. And if you don't, you can be put to death. Imagine that. Imagine if you was forced to have a picture of Biden hanging in your house. Look at this face, man. Look at that face. Imagine if you had to have Biden hanging in your house. He had to be on the wall in your house, or you could be executed. Imagine if he had to be hanging on that wall, and if the picture was dusty, if the picture had any dust on it, you could be put to death. Imagine that. And I want you to see something else, fam. I want to show you another picture. I want you to imagine. Hold on, let me get this picture right quick for y'all. Because this right here is going to scare you to death. This picture is going to scare you to death. Let me get it. Hold on. These type of laws, you know how these laws happen? When people just sit back and sign their freedoms away. It first happened by allowing people like that to come into power. That's how it happens. You give them an inch, they will take a yard. Give them a yard, they'll take a football field. So this is why it's important to foresee things like this. You know, when people start talking like a dictator, they are looking to dictate. They want to be a dictator. Look at that dude. That's one of the ugliest persons in the United States of America. Imagine having to have his face, being forced to have his face on your wall. Imagine. You got to look at that face every day. Now, I know some of y'all draw sniffers out there, y'all Trump draw sniffers. Y'all would love to that. Some of y'all probably masturbate to looking at them. I'm talking about the men. I ain't talking about the women. Some of y'all probably masturbate looking at them. But imagine having to look at that dude every day. It's repulsive. I mean, it's unhumane or inhumane. It's inhumane. It's goes against everything that's righteous, everything that's decent. You post this picture, and not only do you have to post a picture, but it can't be dusty. You cannot post a picture on the wall and it's dusty. You can be executed. And if your house catches a fire, damn saving your children. You got to save the picture first. You got to save a picture of that dude first. If your house catches a fire, you can't save your family heirlooms. You can't save pictures that are irreplaceable of your family, friends. You can't save a family member's ashes inside the urn. You have to save a picture of this dude, or else you could be executed. Imagine that. See, this is what this dude right here been trying to get to. Remember, he tried to get himself a parade. He wanted a parade, you know, like he want to be treated like these foreign dictators, you know. He want to be treated like Kim Jong-Un and the Vladimir Putin and all these type of people. That's what he want. And that's what, and the trip part about it is There's probably at least 50 million people in America who would want to be under his rule, who would want to be dictated to. Look at him. Look like his breast stink. Look like his skin stink. Look at his skin. Look at his skin. It look like it stink. Let me get this dude on. I'm about to throw up. Let me get his picture off here. I can only look at it for so long. Get this dude out of here. Yuck. Ugh. God, good God. Let me drink to that. Drink something. Drink something. Boy, if I had a peel, I'd pop a peel on it. What is this? Nature made chewables. Is this something I got to do something? Do something. Get a chewable in here, like some vitamin C or something. Anything. Just something. I got to do something. Take something before I throw up. Looking at the dude. Hold on. Get this. I did it to myself. I shouldn't have left that picture up there that long. I thought I could do it for about 5 minutes. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Now, family, just imagine having to do that, being forced to have this picture up for years and years and years and years. Now, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I'm not with that part of that ruling. Not at all. What's up? What's up? Raw Warley, Justin Peacock. Kevin 1, wake up America. We all American people. We are all American people. But some people like that division. Some people like to separate and put themselves on a higher plateau. You know, they think they better. You know, so we got to resist that. What's up, Teresa? Yay. Jerry Early, what's up? Hello, Hawaii. Willie Baby Creep 3, what up? Brandon Nuance. Beautiful Nay. Aloha, fight the power. One Horse Town Homestead. What up? Bixby LBC in the building. PTSD Ruth Robinson. Lil Atkins. Richard Jones. Here is Richard with this same old tired argument. Every one black rapper in the 90s, this is how he wrote it. Every one black rapper in the 90s did reference to Trump as to money songs. And y'all do know people can change their minds, right? And you do know people can grow. You do know that people evolve. When people were saying Trump's name in reference to money, when rappers were saying his name in reference to money, I got to say this for the 1,000th time for the slow pokes. Some of y'all are really, really slow because I shouldn't have to explain this to you. You should be able to put 2 and 2 together by now, but some of y'all can't do that. So let me break it down one more time. And perhaps as I said, the more I say it, others will repeat it and you'll see it in chats, and it'll finally become a thing, and we can put this old raggedy tied argument to bed. The reason why rappers said his name back in the 90s, because rappers didn't know who he really was. They just knew him as some rich white dude. And rappers always associate symbols of wealth. So any kind of symbol of wealth, they put that in their music, because rap is about bragging and saying, I got this, you ain't got this. I'm rolling like this. I got this big car. I got this big house. You know, I make big money. I drive big cars. You know, that's hip hop. It's always been like that, and it's going to always be like that. But the reason why rappers did it back in the 90s, because primarily we did not know who that dude was. All we knew is that he was Trump, a dude with a bunch of money. That's all we knew. We didn't know that he was banning black folks from renting his apartments. We didn't know he had a class action lawsuit against him. We did not know that. We did not know that he was telling the police that he would someday tell the police to be a little rough on them, you know, when they make an arrest on our people. We didn't know that he would tell the police to disrespect and disregard people in our community. We didn't know that he was going to say, hey, Mexico is bringing their worst. We didn't know that. We didn't know that he was going to disrespect war heroes. Remember what he said about McCain? I like my war heroes who don't get caught. Something along those lines. A war hero. Disparaging widows who lost their husbands serving this country at war. He disrespected him. We didn't know he was going to be like that. We didn't know that was him. But he started being that way. He let it be known who he really was when he saw an opportunity that he had a bunch of uncivilized mutts who was willing to vote for him and put him in office if he could echo the sentiments that were in their heart. For a long time, they felt unheard because they couldn't act like the uncivilized mutts that their granddaddies and grandpappys and their pappies and mammies were. They couldn't behave like that. Trump gave them hope that they too could be a bona fide, straight up and down, overt racist. So this is why you got all of this stuff that's going on with these Karens and stuff right now, is because Trump, he gave them hope. He gave them life. Yeah, it's him. Now, he ain't the only one. He didn't do it all by himself, because there's a whole bunch of other uncivilized mutts out there, including the Tucker Carlsons and the Bill O'Reillys. You know, they did a lot of damage. It's a lot of them out there. Whole lot of them out there. They did a whole lot of damage. A lot of damage to race relations. A lot of the politicians, they did a whole lot of damage. Keep in mind, fam, damn near half of the population, at least damn near half of Congress at one time owned slaves, benefited. They didn't have to be in the South to own a slave. Yeah, they was profiting. They either owned slaves or profited from slave labor. Yeah. All your Wells Fargos and your Chase banks and all that stuff, they all profited. Harvard University, Yale, they all profited from slave labor. And these are people who are supposed to represent excellence. They're supposed to be leaders in our leaders at our most valuable institutions, most praised institutions. So they get mad when I call them out. Why get mad at me? If I tell you got a booger in your nose, you ought to be checking your nose and say, man, thank you for that. Well, a lot of y'all racists out there, you got a booger in your nose. Yeah. That racism that you wear is a booger in your nose, and you need to clean it out. I'm trying to help you, man. You ain't gonna never be a better person being a racist. All you're gonna do is cheat yourself. Waking up mad, going to sleep mad, looking at people all day, just angry, scowl on your face. Can't even breathe, killing yourself. Racism just killing your ass. Here go another one. Net Guru INC. Check this out. Bruh, I got 30K SBA loan because of Trump. You ain't getting no damn loan because of Trump. You got a loan because the higher up said, okay, it's time to loan some money out. Okay, it's time to tighten up on interest rates. It's time to raise interest rates. It's time to lower interest rates. Okay, right now we having some buyer's remorse, and we got the people are feeling a little down. So we need people to start spending. So let's open up the floodgates and lax these loan qualifications for a moment. And so we can get these people further in debt, and we can stimulate the economy. You really think Trump is trying to give you a loan? Trump don't give a damn about you. And here's the thing. Why is it that getting a loan, why is it that so many people who do say that they like Trump say that they like him because they get money, because they made more money, or he's going to be good for their business? See, those are selfish people. All they think about is themselves. That's the only thing they can think of is themselves when they start talking about how much money they got, how much money they gonna make. Trump, they made this amount of money. All these people, they talk about the same thing. And I don't know you personally, but I bet you the people who do know you personally will say you're a selfish ass person. I bet you that. I bet you they say you selfish. It's got to be more than about some money, bro. This when people do anything for money, when people ride for anybody just because they got some money, it's an opportunity. You got to question those type of people. Hey, man, I like to get money. I'm around a lot of people who get money, but money truly ain't everything. And hey, I can appreciate your talent and the money you're making, all that. But what's more admirable to me is the type of person you are. What kind of person are you? Yeah, you got all that money, but guess what? Your ass got cancer and ain't nobody coming to see you. You're left in that bed rotting away. Because don't nobody like your ass. Because you selfish. Always about some money. Everything wrong with America right now is because of the love of money. Every single thing that you can name that's wrong with America is because of the love of money. Name one thing that ain't. Everything. Racism, because people are afraid that they're going to miss an opportunity, that somebody's going to take an opportunity from them. Mad because somebody is doing better than them financially. Women taking their clothes off on Instagram, trying to get likes, trying to get to the bag. On OnlyFans, trying to get to the bag. Dudes putting pistols in people's faces, robbing them, trying to get the bag. Selling dope to people's mamas and daddies, children, trying to get to the bag. Pollution. Companies letting airborne chemicals out, releasing airborne chemicals, knowing that these chemicals are going to kill people, trying to get to the bag. The chemicals that they put in our food and our water supply, they do to enhance the taste or to make the product have a longer shelf life, or to be able to produce more of that product, all to get more money. All to get more money. Police out here killing people, gunning people down. They get rewarded oftentimes, trying to get to the money. And then others will kill, and they know that they kill a certain kind of person, that they got some uncivilized mutts that's just like them, who are going to feel sorry for them, who are going to empathize for them, who are going to support a GoFundMe for them. And they're going to get to the bag. The raccoons who are selling out their own people, throwing their own people under the bus just to get to the bag. The rappers who all day, every day, just talk about killing their own people and using men and selling their body, all about the money. Everything you hate about America is about money. The fact that we're in the condition that we're in as Black folks in this country right now is because it was all about the money. They saw an opportunity to get paid, to sit on their lazy asses and get paid. And they went and kidnapped scores of people, brought them over here against their will, slaughtered them, subjected them to unknown atrocities, sold, broke the family nucleus up, sold babies, sold children, ripped. As soon as a baby born, they rip the baby from the mother and sell off the baby and send them to another state, another city, wherever. Had men having sex with their own mamas so they could produce more slaves, their own sisters so that they could produce more slaves. So they could get more money. Money. So when people start talking about, oh, I'm voting for Trump because I got more money. Fuck you. and the horse you rode on. I don't trust you. Everything can't be about money, man. It can't just always be about money. If you don't know what you're going to do for money, you better know what you won't do for money. There has to be a line drawn in the sand. How far will you go for money? Look at all of these people that's getting caught up in these sex scandals. All these people who were working with these celebrities who claimed that they were attacked, they were violated, who stayed silent. Why? Because of money. And speaking of that, speaking of sexual assault, did you know that reportedly over 90% of all rape kits that are in evidence rooms across America go untested? Now, that doesn't sound like a country that is looking forward to trying to help victims of sexual assault. That don't seem like a country that is serious about solving cases of sexual assault. Why don't they test those kits? Well, a couple reasons. The easy answer is they don't care. Another reason is they blame they don't have enough resources. They ain't got the money. So they can collect the evidence, but they can't test the evidence. Come on, fam. Money. Money, money, money. They don't have school programs. They took away after school programs. Why? They say they had to cut the budgets. All across America, they cut the budgets because they say money. They took out vocational courses because they say that it was hemorrhaging the school budgets, but that's a lie. It still had a lot to do with money, but it was money that they didn't want young people in the hood to earn. They didn't want them to learn a skill that they could use without having to go to college. They wanted them out in the streets. They wanted to take away those skills so that they wouldn't have anything, so that they would turn to the streets, so that they would pick up that package, so that they would pick up that gun, so that they could catch him and put him in the system, so that they could kill each other. Money, 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 money. Mass incarceration is not about public safety. It is about money. The so-called drug war, money. Because they can't tax it, they got to make it illegal. Money. How is weed such a bad thing for 100 years? And then how do you just lock people up for smoking weed or having a bag of weed? Give people 10 years, 20 years, and case after case, year after year, you standing up in a courtroom talking about how this person is just a dope head and ain't gonna be nothing, ain't gonna be nothing. Give a person 10 years, 20 years, 30 years in prison for a bag of weed, 2 bags of weed, whatever. Well, you know, he wouldn't have got that much time, but since this is his 3rd felony, we're gonna have to give him 60 years plus a life sentence when he die and come back. Well, really, he got to die and come back twice because we're going to give him 2 life sentences. Money, fam. So all of a sudden now, corporations, even churches, are selling weed. And now it's cool. It's hip. It's business. It's money. Everything bad with America is because of the love of money. People putting money over everything. People killing their family members over money. I talked about a story a couple of days ago where a brother shot his sister in the chest. A 14-year-old guy, he shot his 23-year-old sister in the chest over an argument about unequal gift exchange. An unequal gift exchange between his other brother, who's 15. He shoots, the 14-year-old shoots his sister in the chest. The 15-year-old comes out the house seconds later and shoots him in the stomach and take off. All of this behind money. People don't have a healthy sense of how to use money and what money is for. They put money before people, before human beings, before integrity, before convictions. Money, money, money. Money is important, don't get me wrong. But you got to have some perspective. You got to have balance. You got to have some integrity. Steve Harvey has no integrity. Y'all remember when Steve Harvey told Monique, we black out here. We can't just be saying stuff, we got mouths to feed. We got people counting on us. Boy sounded like a slave trying to tell another slave, don't run. But I know I just stepped on some toes. I know some of y'all love some Steve Harvey because he make you laugh. He make you laugh and he tells slave jokes in front of white folks. Damn, I need to write that down. Slave jokes in front of white folks. Don't let me put out a new record, a new album, man. Boy, I got a lot to say these days. Hurt them boys. Punish him. I'll punish him right now. Richard Jones said, you just said rappers changed over time, then why can't Trump change? He did change for the worse. My Frenchie, what up? What's up, Jerry Larry? Lakeisha Bridges, what's up? Orpheus Golfing, what's up, Harlem? Harlem World, baby. Dayton, Ohio, checking in. Dorsey Marble, what's up, Dorsey? Arkansas checking in. Old school. Cynthia Brooks, what's up? Good evening. Eric Gerard, what up? What's up, Joe Saunders? Judge Dreads, what it do, Judge? Kenneth Knight. Again, thank you, Mr. Trump. If it wasn't for you, I would not have my own place. Thanks, Mr. Trump. This country need a unifier. That's what's missing. This country need a unifier. Y'all always talking about business. This country has always been about business. It's always been about business. Even if you don't have a business background, they're gonna just put a whole bunch of people in the way to make sure that the business go right. All of them at the end of the day are essentially figureheads. They're just spokespersons for the United States. That's it. They got an agenda. So it ain't like if you got a business, the country gonna be ran like you ran your business. If you leave it up to Trump to run the country like he run businesses, the country would, well, that explains why the country is bankrupt right now. That explains why the country owes so much money. Poor people got the nerve to think a rich politician is going to make them rich. A rich politician is going to invite them into the exclusive club. Like, do you really think a rich politician want to be around you? And you can't even make a donation. You really think a rich politician wants to be around you? A broke politician don't even want to be around you. But a rich politician damn sure does not want to be around you. If you can't stroke a check, they ain't trying to hear none of that. Sub Nikki B, Marty Franklin, Chicago South Side. All right, fam. Wow, man. It's hour already. That's my time. Family, I appreciate y'all joining the live. Hey, man, let's do a quick poll. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Kim Jong-Un is told instructed his military to ramp up their preparation for a war against the United States and other enemies. So what do y'all think? Where are we with this? Do y'all think, do you think it's a good idea for the United States to go after North Korea? Or do you think the United States need to chill? Give me a thumbs up if you think the U.S. should go in on North Korea. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, they don't want that smoke. Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, fam. No more talk.